Hi, and welcome to Graphing Linear Inequalities. So today we're gonna pretty much add on to graphing equations, just we're gonna make it an inequality. And to kind of go back a little bit and review, I want to really talk about ordered pairs and how those ordered pairs are going to go ahead and line up and if they're solutions or not, okay? So an ordered pair xy is a solution of a linear equation if the inequality is true when the value of x and y are substituted into that inequality. So for example, I have the inequality 5x plus 7y is greater than or equal to 30. Okay, back on the other line there. And I have a few different options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug these into my xy coordinates. So for example, for A I have 5 times negative 8 plus 7 times 2, and that has to be greater than or equal to 30. Well, if we were to make that calculation, we would end up with the fact that 5 times 8 is 40. Okay, negative 40 actually. And then we're going to add 14 to it. Now, is 26 greater than or equal to 30? No, it is not. So since this is a false statement, then negative 8, 2 cannot be a solution. Let's try the next one, B. So I'm going to plug in negative 1 into my x value plus 7 times 6, and that has to be greater than or equal to 30. So if I were to go ahead and make that calculation, I have that negative 5 plus 42 is a positive 37. Now this is indeed a true statement because 37 is bigger than 30. Okay, so this is a solution to the linear inequality. Now let's try the last one. So the last one here is 5 times 4 plus 7 times 10 sevenths has to be greater than or equal to 30. Okay, so that's going to be 20 plus 70, which is 90. And 90 is indeed greater than 30. So this is also a true statement, which means to say out of all the points, point B and point C are actual solutions to this inequality. So the graph of a linear inequality in two variables is the graph of all the potential solutions of this inequality. Now I'm going to show you what this looks like, okay, and how we would actually graph something like this. So before we even continue on, we need to talk about, first thing we're going to do is graph the line. Okay, but we need to determine if we're talking about if it's including the points on the line or if it's not including the points on the line. So in order to, for us to be able to figure that out, we need to take a look at the inequality. If the inequality is not and equal to, then the line's going to be dashed. If it's and equal to, then it's going to be a solid line. Okay, so we should be able to graph the line, then we should be able to determine, is it going to be a dashed line or is it going to be a solid line? The next step is to pick a test point. Basically, we're picking an ordered pair, plugging it into x, y, and seeing, is that a true inequality statement or is that a false inequality statement? If the point satisfies the inequality, meaning to say it's a true statement, then we're going to shade towards that point. If it is a false statement, then you're going to shade in the opposite direction of that point. Okay, some good test points, and you always want to pick some really easy test points. So some good test points are 0, 0, 1, 1, Okay, -1, -1, and so on and so forth. Easy numbers for you to calculate. Okay? So let's go ahead and do a couple of examples here. So graph y is less than or equal to -5. So because it's an equal to, it's going to be a solid line. And since it's y pretty much equals, or inequality, -5, we're talking about a horizontal line at y is -5. So we're going to have a solid line going through -5. Now, we need to pick a test point. So my test point that I'm going to pick is 0, 0. Because 0, 0 is over here, which means to say if it's a true statement, I can shade towards 0, 0, and if it's a false statement, I shade away from 0, 0. So I'm going to plug in 0 for y. Is 0 less than -5? No, it is not. Therefore, 0, 0 is not a solution, and we're going to shade in the opposite direction from 0, 0. So I'm going to shade in this direction. And that would be the graph of this inequality. Now let's take a look at example 2. Example 2 is in slope-intercept form. Therefore, we need a slope, which is -2. We need a y-intercept, which is 5. Okay. B is for beginning. It's where I begin my graph. I'm beginning at 5. And then the other thing we need to determine, is it going to be a dotted line or a solid line? And because it's an equal to, it's going to be solid. Okay. All right. So now it's going to be -2/1. All right. So I'm going down 2 to the right 1, down 2 to the right 1, down 2/1, so on and so forth. I like to continue it all the way until my coordinate plane's done, or you could go up and to the left, up and to the left. So, solid line. Let's pretend that that is a beautiful line that goes through all my points. And now we're going to pick a test value. Again, one of my favorite test values to pick is 0, 0 because it usually goes on one side or the other and it's easy to plug in. So let's do that. So 0, so my test point is going to be 0, 0. So 0 has to be greater than or equal to -2 times 0 plus 5. So 0 is greater than or equal to 5. That is definitely not true. So that is not a solution, which means to say we need to shade in the opposite direction. So those are all of your solution sets. Okay? And that would be the graph of that linear inequality. Whoops, sorry about that. All right, a last one. Now notice, this equation is not in slope-intercept form, which means we need to put it in slope-intercept form by adding 2x to both sides. And move it over, so I have -5y is less than 2x plus 20. We divide every single term by -5. Now because I'm dividing by a -5, the inequality flips. So I have y is greater than -2x minus 20. Ooh. -2/5 minus 4. My apologies. Okay, so now we need to figure out what my slope is, which is -2/5. We need to figure out what my b is, which is -4. And because it is not an equal to, it's going to be a dashed line. Okay, so b is for beginning. It's where I begin my graph. And then we can go up 2 and to the left 5, up 2 and to the left 5, or we can go down 2 and to the right 5. And it is going to be a dashed line. Okay, again, let's pick a nice test point. And again, 0, 0 always comes to save the day. So, and I like to plug it into my very, very original one. So I'm going to have negative 2 times 0 minus 5 times 0, and that has to be less than 20. So that's really 0 minus 0, which is 0, and that has to be less than 20, which it is, which means to say we need to shade towards 0, 0. So there we have it, okay? The graph of this particular linear inequality. Once again, very important. Pick a good test point. Figure out if your line's solid or dashed, okay? Those are the two main differences between linear equations versus graphing linear inequalities. Make sure you practice. See you next video.